Good morning. Welcome to Our Town at Comma Coffee. I'm Kurt Caraway. This morning we're talking with Carol Scott from Big Brothers Big Sisters. Right now we're going to take a short break for a word from our sponsor.
When you walk into a Charlie's Grilled Subs, you walk back in time when subs were made from scratch with premium meats, real dairy cheese, delicious breads, and very fresh vegetables. At Charlie's, what you see is what you get. Grilled live, right in front of you. Nothing pre-cooked or pre-assembled. It's just all good.
It's delicious.
So when you want a fresh, healthy blast from the past, visit Charlie's at the east entrance to the Carson Mall. Your tummy will thank you.
And we're back. Carol Scott, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
All right. You came on this morning to talk to us about Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Yes, we have a wonderful mentoring program here in Carson City and Douglas County.
Okay.
And unfortunately, it seems like a lot of people aren't familiar with us, even though we have been in Carson City for 4 years.
Yeah.
Because we were kind of hidden. Our facilities were hidden. And now we're right on Main Street in Carson City, right next door to Adele's.
Oh, okay.
1208 North
All
Carson
right.
Street.
Yeah.
We're pretty visible.
Well,
Big
that's great.
donation center sign there. So we just want to make sure everybody knows about our program and the good things that we do for children in our community.
Okay. Well, why don't you describe exactly what the program is, how it works?
Well, we are a one-on-one mentoring program, and we recruit mentors, men and women, for both of our programs, and they actually spend one-on-one time with their littles. So it's actually being a fun older friend. And a lot of people feel like, oh, I don't have time to be a mentor, and what could I give to a child, and I don't have any interest. But really, it's the littlest things that you wouldn't even imagine, like a hobby that you might have, or if you like baking or sewing, or like going to the park or doing sports. Even our retired citizens out there who are finding they have time on their hands. There's so much older people can share with our littles also. So anybody can be a mentor. The ages in we have two programs, the community-based program and our school-based program, which is in Douglas County. The ages of the mentors are age 16 and up in Douglas County in our school-based program, and age 21 and over in our community-based program, and that's in Carson and Douglas County.
Okay.
And it's a great program. Our community-based program is pretty easy. You get matched with a little brother or a little sister, and you get to spend time out with them in the community. So you spend 2 to 4 hours a week doing something fun, doing a sport, having lunch, playing a game. I have a big who does woodworking with his little. He's a retired person, and he does woodworking, and they have a great time. And so you just pick them up at their house, go do something at the community. Our school-based program is a little bit different. It's for people who really feel like they don't have a little bit of time, more time, and it's 1 hour a week, 1 day a week. So they go into the schools, elementary and middle schools in Douglas County, and they have lunch with the little, play a board game, a card game, just talk, go to the library or the computer room, so they can do either of those things. So they're both great programs. We serve our littles come from a culture of poverty, single-family households. Parents may be incarcerated, 1 or 2 parents may be incarcerated, and we like to break the cycle of poverty and incarceration. The statistics are staggering on the incarcerated children. 70% are more likely to follow in their parents' footsteps if they have 1 parent in prison, and if they have 2 parents in prison, they're 90% more likely to follow in their footsteps. So we are really breaking that cycle and helping these children.
All right. We're going to take a short break right now and come back after a word from our sponsor.
Greater Nevada Credit Union, where banking has never been easier. With automatic bill paying, full electronic banking, easy drive-thrus with extended hours, and when you call or come in, you get a real person to talk to. Be part of something greater. Greater Nevada Credit Union, member-owned since 1949.
All right, and we're back. Carol
Hello.
Scott talking about Big Brothers Big Sisters. So how does one become a big brother, big sister, a mentor?
Well, it is so easy.
Okay.
The process is so easy. All you have to do is call our office, which is 283-0606, and we can give you more information on the phone, or check out our website at www.bbbsnn.org, Big Brothers Big Sisters Northern Nevada. And it's an interview process, so we do an interview. It takes about an hour and a half. The bigs have to supply 3 references. We do a fingerprint check. We do all the background checks that are necessary to make sure that our children are safe. And we pay for everything, so there's no out-of-pocket expense for anybody who wants to be a big. And then we match bigs and littles up according to their interests. So a big would come to us, and then the interview is really to get to know them, get to know what they like to do, what their preferences are, the age of the little they'd like to mentor. So we don't just arbitrarily match them up. And then we match them up according to their interests and their preferences, both of them. So if you wanted to be a big and you liked sports, we would try to find a little brother for you that was like sports. If we had a child that was interested in theater, we would try to find a mentor that was interested in theater.
Imagine that.
Like take off one hat and put the other hat on. So it's pretty easy to become a mentor, and it's a huge difference. It's unimaginable what difference that this small amount of time that adults spend with a child who has no one in their life that is a role model and a mentor to them.
Yeah. And so what the ages of the kids that are involved, the littles as you call them, what are they range
Our
from?
littles in our community-based program are ages 5 and up. We actually mentor them until they're age 20. It used to be 18, but we found that that transition period after high school is really difficult for children. So we actually stay with them until they're 20. We ask for a 1-year commitment from the big, so the longer the match lasts, the more impact it will have on the child. So, and most of our matches last much longer. We're 9 years old in Reno, and we have matches that are 9 years old. We're 4 years old, 6 years old actually in Carson, and we have matches that are 6 years old. So they actually last longer than that. And our littles, if anyone has a child ages 5 and up who would like to have a mentor, they can call our office also. Tell us a little about the child, and we'll see if they meet our criteria. Pretty easy.
Yeah. And, you know, it's not a big, you know, a super time commitment for people, but it makes a big difference.
It makes a huge difference. We have measurable results in our program. Big Brothers Big Sisters is 109 years old, so you know we're doing something right. The oldest mentoring program in the world. And we found in a recent survey, we found that the littles that have been matched long-term are 75% more likely to go to college and have higher incomes than, and so it's a community benefit for these children, for us.
And then you were talking about the Douglas County is a school-based program. Now you're talking about that there may be a school-based program coming for Carson too.
Yes, we're working very hard, and funding is in the works, and we may have a school-based program opening up here in Carson City fairly soon. So we're really excited about that, and we'll have more information on that next time I come here.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
And thank you for tuning in to Our Town at Common Coffee. We will catch you next time.
Folks all over Carson City are getting to know Jack, Carson City's public transit system that takes them to work, to home, to friends, and to shopping. Folks like Greg, who attends Western Nevada Community College. Greg knows Jack.
I can go anywhere in town with it at any occasion, and it's very convenient, and I enjoy it very much.
Get to know Jack. $1 each way for adults, 50 cents for youth, seniors, and disabled. Call Jack at 841-RIDE.